I just got a delay here. I've got an audience watching me. I should charge a performance fee, shouldn't I? I am fairly entertaining when I get going. Okay, I find this mains powered electric lawnmower thrown out. I know it's not very old, and I'm pretty sure that it's something that when purchased it wasn't very expensive. The brand is Gardenline. It's a 1600 watt electric motor in this, mains powered, and just taking a very quick look over this, you can see that it looks in fairly good condition. But why? I notice it's still got its power cord, so this is mains powered, no batteries involved, which is probably a very good thing. I will remove the catcher here. And we're going to take a look at this, very important info here. Okay, Gardenline electric lawnmower, 1600 watt. I can also see a build date there of the 11th, 2019. Of course, it's made in China. I got a sneaky feeling electric lawnmowers like this from ALDI would have a 1-year warranty. A lot of these electric lawnmowers are very similar design. There's a button here to do that, and then you do that to make it power. But looking underneath, this lawnmower is going to tell me a whole lot more about what this has done, or should I say not done. We know this lawnmower was built at the end of 2019. We do not know when it was purchased. Let's start counting some years. So 2019, we'll not count that because it was the end. So 2020, 2021, 2022, that's 3 years. We haven't got into 2023 yet. So this lawnmower is either 3 or maybe 2 years old. Remembering we do not know when this was purchased, but maybe looking here is going to tell me more. I just got a delay here. I've got an audience watching me. Yeah, it happens sometimes. I should charge a performance fee, shouldn't I? I am fairly entertaining when I get going. Okay, let's start looking at this a lot closer now. When looking at any style of lawnmower, it's the blade that talks to me, because this is what's doing all the work. This is the cutting side. This is, in a sense, the flick side that flicks it back to the catcher. Looking at this here, I'll tell you what, it doesn't look like it's done much work. I'm looking at the other side here as well, a couple of dings here. And the other curious part about this one here is this is very free spinning. Now, I'm not sure whether that's the norm, but most times when I've come across an electric lawnmower, they're quite, even the battery ones, they're quite graunchy, or they feel like there's resistance. I'm not sure whether that situation normal. The blade's saying to me this lawnmower has done very little work. There would not be replacement blades for this type of lawnmower. It's a sort of device that you use, and when it goes wrong, you throw it away. Cough, 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 which is why it's out here now. But under here is also reminding me of the styles of years we've had in the last couple of years when this lawnmower would have been under ownership. There's a lot of build-up of wet grass. We've been through a really, really wet cycle. It would have been a very tough time, no matter where you live, for this lawnmower to do its cutting, because it would have been up against long, wet grass many times. I'm just gonna scrape away some of this here. I'm a bit curious of the condition of the side here, and it's all plastic, and I've still got an audience. There's people watching me do this. They must be fascinated, or there's nothing on TV if I'm the best entertainment in town. It's quite unusual working with people watching me. Scary. I've just grabbed a leaf from a tree. That was entertaining for the people watching me, and I'm just going to clean this area up here, and I'm pretty sure it's going to talk to me, and it's going to tell me what's going on. Okay, this is the area where whatever is on the blade would be flicked out at high velocity. If a lawnmower has done a lot of work, you would see impact marks here of rocks and whatnot flicked off the blade. I'll tell you what, this is looking like it's in remarkably good condition, which sort of says to me the lawnmower hasn't done that much work. So that's been talking to me. Of course, the blade's already spoken to me. The other place to look at on lawnmowers is the wheels, and the wheels are also saying to me, well, you know what, I've seen far worse scuffed up wheels on lawnmowers. This lawnmower also says to me via the wheels, it hasn't done that much work. I think the thing that worries me the most here is the fact it's been dealing with wet grass, and wet grass is sticky, and once it's stuck on something it can be there for some time. I don't like the fact that there's grass over these vent areas here. Okay, if I had one of these I'd be very careful keeping all this clear but not getting this too wet in a sense. I don't think they like getting wet, but I don't think they like getting clogged up as well. I'm going to take a look at the blade again, because really the blade is where it's at on these machines. Remember, it's the cutting side on this side and it's the flicking side here, because I want to be really fair in what I show here. Going to the other side here, and of course it's the cutting side on this side here, and the other side is the flicking side. Yeah, I'm still saying this lawnmower has done very little work. I should say it's from a property which is not very big. It's from a townhouse. Whether it's always been at a townhouse is an assumption. Of course, there's a lot of assumptions made in this video, but I think the lawnmower always talks to us. I'm just going to get this over on the other side now. I should look at the catcher as well, because it will talk to us in a different way. It's funny, all these little lawnmowers have got very similar looking things, but they're just different coloured plastics. Maybe they're all from the same factory. We can take a look inside the catcher here. Is that talking to us? But I think it's when we take a look underneath, it starts to talk to us about what this lawnmower has done. And again, that's looking pretty clean, unscratched, telling me it hasn't done much work at all. There are positive attributes to mains powered electric lawnmowers. You're not dicking around with a petrol mower. You're not dicking around with a low voltage lithium ion battery system where if you're replacing the batteries, it's half the cost of the lawnmower and it's only going to give you a heartache. This isn't too heavy, mind you. I have felt lighter. Oh, it's a bit of a weight in that. It is a 1600 watt electric motor in this. But what really worries me about this is, why has it only lasted a couple of years? And who benefits from all this? Is it the consumer? I don't think so. Or is it China? You decide on that one. Well, considering the whole lawnmower's here, I'm actually going to just set this up as if I'm going to do some lawn mowing. It's going to give me a bit of a feel of the quality going on here. If I can get the frippin' catcher on. After a miniature man rage, I've got that on, and I'll set this handle piece up as well. I think it's all still here. I'll click that one as well. And vroompa, woo! And just setting up the handle, it's all still functional and working. And what I like here is you can adjust the angle of the dangle here of the one that goes up to where you're pushing along. You can have a steeper angle if you want. A bit hard to do single-handedly, but somehow I've pulled it off. Of course, there's two sides to do, and it's all pretty simple. Yeah, nice and tight there, good. Even looking at the side of the lawnmower here, there's not much scuffing and buffing going on here. And to adjust the height of this mower, it's this lever here, and I'm going to set this up to the highest thing there because I'm just going to push it along some longer grass. Okay, I'm going to do some simulated mowing here because I'm not plugged in. There would be a power lead running from this lawnmower, and I'm just going to push it along here just to get a feel for how it runs on the grass. You know what, it actually feels okay. It feels like a normal lawnmower. Nice to say, they're a bit lumpy and bumpy here. The grass is a bit long here. I'll just do a turn and see how it feels. It's nice and light. I tell you, it's rolling around on the grass okay. Just a shame it's been thrown out, isn't it? I'll just get this lawnmower back to where I found it, always putting things back to where I find them. And I like to make a point about finding these styles of consumer products because I see way too much of this style of consumer product, which isn't very old, being thrown out. Well, personally, I'm quite curious to see what's said online about this style of electric lawnmower. Maybe we'll go to that next, or maybe we won't. Okay, I've gone to the product review website. I can see the ALDI Gardenline 1600W blah blah, November 2019 era. This lawnmower doesn't rank very high. There are some very negative and detailed reviews here, but I'm going to focus on the positive review because sometimes we learn a lot from positive talk. Okay, Stara from Southeast Queensland says, a very good mower for the price. We've got 5 stars there. Cost $99 from Aldi 3 years ago and I'm still using it. That's only $33 a year. If it stops now, I've done okay. Check your lawn for obstacles before use. Don't blame the mower. Purchased in December 2019 for $99. Product used occasionally. So, in reading this positive review, I can see where the problem lies. If you've got consumers who are happy to buy rubbish, and this is absolute rubbish, and they look at the equation of it lasts a couple of years and I only used it a couple of times, well, surely I'm in front. No, the winner in this equation is always China. This is what is going to sink us. If we have this mentality around consumer goods, just buying cheap rubbish all the time over and over and over, China always wins. Well, this is the next day. Someone seen value in the lawnmower that I saw no value in. A mattress has appeared, and also a drum stool and some children's toys. And it's a reminder that we lost our charity shop in the suburb many years ago. Let's hope some of the items there can be recycled, because there's certainly nothing wrong with them. Well, this is the next day again. I noticed the rubbish pile where I found that lawnmower has evolved. Looks like someone's been renovating their unit. There's some flooring there. There's bits of timber work and stuff. Hey, an old friend's come back. Look at this. The lawnmower has reappeared after disappearing for one day. Well, I can see the morning dew on this, so being a Sherlock Holmes that's been here overnight, there's parts missing from this. Okay, someone's taken parts off this. That's the bits that hold up the handle. They've gone. Okay, they've opened it up as well. So what's missing in here? It's like opening up a magical kingdom here. Okay, well, there's a motor here, and it looks like it would have been driven to the shaft here that would have been doing the blades. And I'm just going to have a sniff of this and I'll report back. That motor there, it doesn't smell too bad, but now that I see the way this is set up, I don't like the fact the blades are very easy to spin. In fact, I'll take a look underneath. That might tell me more of what's going on here. Oh, look at that, the blade's gone. It looks like it was a spare parts mission. And in seeing that, that says to me that this never worked when it was picked up. If it was a goer, it wouldn't be here in the state it's in right now. So yes, I can say with great conviction now, thank you very much, China, for delivering this rubbish to us. And that's all it is. Complete and utter rubbish.